keep this on there just in case. So this is Downtime podcast number 3. Marker. And it's bracing, right?
Downtime podcast.
I don't know soft sticks. I don't do it. I don't care for it.
I'm gonna do it as hard as possible.
Hard, deeply.
Just like through your soul.
Rock hard sticks.
Not even talking to the microphone during that entire thing.
I know, my microphone.
No, you were
here.
You were speaking down below.
I was talking into that microphone. I'm loud. I'm guessing all the microphones picked me up a little bit.
I've set up my microphone in such a way that I can't actually look at you guys.
Well, then why don't you
only look at the camera?
Turn it
that's a good
little
strategy.
bit. Yeah, just there.
I'm just going to talk like this. Yeah. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to the Downtime podcast. You're here with Kevin.
Aaron.
Leah.
Alan.
And welcome to another month. Last month we did Who's Who Hinterlands. We had episode 2 of the Ghostening. And we had the second part of our Outlast series come out. where we progressed. No, we made no progression at all.
Did we not?
We went into that church.
We went to the church. We got there.
Went to the church. Yes.
We're bad at Outlast. Like,
it was really hard.
Have you played it? Ever played Outlast?
No, I haven't. What's it all about?
We got chopped in the balls.
Well,
that's what it's about.
Ball chopping.
Ball chopping.
It's a
time.
zombie game, right, or something?
No.
It's like an evil cult gang.
But there's also like fever dreams, I think, of his past.
It's Outlast 2. It's a sequel to the first one, which you two haven't played, and
I don't think they outlasted in the first one either.
No, well, the first one's actually it's a different character, it's a different place. It is the Mount Massive Asylum.
Ooh.
Which is you're a investigative journalist, and you're going to the Mount Massive Asylum because you got essentially a whistleblower sent you a hot tip. You got a hot tip, and everything immediately goes wrong.
So why didn't they leave?
Because they were trapped in there.
Why?
You get like one of the first things that happen is that you have to first of all you have to sneak in to get there and just like
that's the first mistake.
Just dead
you
people.
Get the proper permits. Get a police escort. These things don't happen.
Don't try to be a Geraldo.
No, investigative journalist. You got to investigate.
He hides secrets in his mustache and lies. Not secrets so much, just lies.
It's true. You can't trust men with mustaches.
That's true.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, Outlast does not end well for your character.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I actually looked up the ending of Outlast too because I was like, I don't understand what's going on. I need to know this
Oh,
story.
you Wikipedia'd it?
Yes, the story's flimsy.
The story's flimsy.
Probably also not successful. I don't understand why there's a video game that you can't really win. You just like find your way through the story.
I mean, winning is a different.
Don't you win just going on the adventure?
It's the journey.
Isn't the real victory the friends you made along the way?
Chasing the dragon.
All of those cult guys who tried to stab you in the balls.
Yeah, it is. Chasing the dragon is definitely a heroin.
That's a different
It's
thing.
definitely heroin.
Guys, we're not talking about drugs again this time.
No.
Did we talk about drugs last time?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Mostly coke.
we talked about a lot of drugs.
Also, Adderall? I forget which drug I wanted to know.
I don't remember. That was a month ago.
It was a month ago.
We did Ghostening.
We did episode 2 of the Ghostening.
Yeah, which was insane.
Can we tell the people the backstory about how we somehow made this episode happen? And it was a miracle, guys.
Yeah, tell you what, Aaron, you weren't there for a lot of it. I want to hear your idea of what the backstory was. I'm going to get a drink while we're doing this.
I was out of town, and I kept getting text messages being like, I think we're going to film on Sunday. And then it was like, what time are you back in town on Sunday? And then it was like, we don't have a location for Sunday. Do you know some theaters? And I was like, yeah, that's my job. And then I got a text like, I think at 1:30 as I was driving home on Sunday being like, not tonight. But like Monday or Tuesday. And I was like, I have rehearsal on Tuesday, but I can miss it. That's fine. I mean, I have rehearsal on Tuesday, so not Tuesday.
Good save.
Good save.
Then I got a text message on Wednesday that was, can you come at 9 p.m. tonight? We're going to improvise something. Probably arguing about words.
The nice thing is that the Ghostening is partially improvised anyways.
Yes.
Like, it's
a loose script.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes on the Ghostening. The scripts are written out with basically an idea of what's happening that episode, and then there's at least one moment where we just go, all right. Go.
As you may have seen, though, by seeing the episode, it was not about words.
No, it was we we came up with something. It was very very improvised, but it still touched on a lot of things we wanted to do in that episode. But that's sort of the for anyone who has not worked on film at all, it is controlled chaos. Yeah, would you say that?
Well, also there was the weather factor, which was the instigator for pretty much
right.
the entire story.
Right, you forgot about the weather.
A pretty major part there.
Yeah, right. There is the weather.
Not you. just in
Noah's
general.
Ark was sailing off to their future journey when I got this text message saying come at 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, yeah, we
Like,
had a
the bounds of the Bow River were overflowing.
I got locked out of the office in curlers with my umbrella inside out. That was
Yeah.
a thing that happened that day.
Oh, it was also very windy. I forgot it was
That's
super
what I'm
windy.
saying. That's why my
Yeah.
umbrella turned inside out.
the storm was somewhat rain, but it was mostly wind. It was like a wind warning.
Yeah.
So I arrived at our location, our shooting location, which is the office, and finding Leah standing outside in curlers with an umbrella, be like,
How did we get in?
I ran down the street in my curlers to somebody who was leaving a different building kind of attached to this building. And he had keys to this building. He didn't ask any questions, and that's my kind of guy.
You seem desperate. All right.
Exactly.
yeah. Well, that's sort of what happens when you find a woman in curlers and
Yeah.
you just gotta look.
If I had had a small dog with me and been in slippers, I could have got anywhere.
Set.
He'd given you his wallet.
Yeah, he would have given me his wallet. No problem.
Well, Alan was the camera guy on that episode. He actually was the camera guy on the first episode as well. So how was shooting something that you, for the people out there who
That had
do
no
camera
script.
work, how is it shooting something where our process for you is, hey, we're going to do something in this scene, catch it.
It was pretty easy. No problem at all. Just point and shoot. Anyone out there with a camera could have done that. It's go get them, people.
And that's the lesson, is
Yeah.
anyone with a camera can do anything.
Yeah, the lesson is film is really easy.
Super
Yeah.
easy.
No
And
skill
cheap.
required.
Yeah,
Just
cheap.
do it.
It's cheap. It's
Cheap.
inexpensive.
Equipment.
We
cheap,
shot
cheap.
that with a
People-
cell phone, I
cheap.
think it was, or it was a flip phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
It had a
flip phone.
zoom, I
It was
think.
it was
And
a
we, like-
razor.
No,
Yeah.
no, your zoom was just you just did
Yeah,
this.
and we
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to stick it on the selfie stick, but it didn't fit because it was too small because it was a flip phone. So we
Yeah.
just like held.
I think we did great.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think-
I've heard Spielberg struggled with selfie sticks on a lot of his shoots, and it's just normal thing.
That between that and the shark, Jaws was
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
nightmare.
yeah, that was mostly selfie stick.
That was
movie.
mostly
Yeah.
selfie stick. I
Yeah.
mean, they say the shark now to like be cool, but it was mostly selfie stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they, I don't know if you notice it, if you watch any sort of Spielberg movie, there's always a hand just below the frame. That's the hand that's holding the selfie stick.
Oh,
Yeah. Little known secret about
Good eye.
about
That's why the
Spielberg.
characters always have just a hand just below.
Yeah.
'cause it's- Oh, okay.
Yeah. Watch the movies. You can't prove I'm wrong.
No evidence, guys. Ever.
There's no evidence at all that I was ever wrong.
Did the shark also have to hold a selfie stick while it was doing its own? Did it have to do its own shots?
Yeah.
It was really highly trained.
Very
That's where
highly trained,
most
yeah.
of their
Good
budget
shark.
went.
Well, yeah, because they had the robot shark, but it malfunctioned. Then they just trained
They
a real
just trained
shark.
a real shark.
Easier than building a robot shark, apparently.
Robots are expensive.
They are.
Training sharks
Training
is easy.
sharks is easy though.
Yeah.
You just go through a few shark trainers at the beginning.
Well, but that's why you have the insurance.
That's just doing business.
That's just business. This is a film business.
So what do you guys do for Shark Week now, though? I mean, no one has cable anymore. How do you get your fix?
I
no
have
one has.
I have
cable.
cable.
You all have
And
Yeah, we have cable.
and
Weird.
you know what? It's awesome because seal is on the commercials for it, and a shark eats seal. So
Seal?
Shark Week is good
Like
unless
Kiss from
you're
a
a
Rose
seal.
seal?
Yes, and he
Okay.
sings "Kiss from a Rose" to an adoring audience very sincerely, and gets eaten by a shark.
There's a kiss from the sea on my head.
Yeah,
With
and
the
it's
shark.
amazing because it's like a very earnest commercial, and you're like, "What are they selling?" And you're like, "What channel are we on?" And then you see like water in the background, and you're like, "Oh, I know where this is going."
When is Shark Week? When is that
Yeah.
usually? This summer, isn't it?
I don't watch
because
Shark
I'm
Week.
well, see, I'm
Well,
relatively
Shark Week
sure.
has sucked recently.
Well, I mean, I guess you see one shark attack, you see them
No,
all.
but the difference is there was a shark that's like they were watching sharks breach, right? So they come out out of the water, but they only do it in South Africa. But they were using basically
because they're scared everywhere else.
or because of the water's there, or because they're the most hungry when they're there. They don't really know.
Animals are
They haven't
weird.
really done any
Yeah.
science on it, other than they have this fake looking seal that's like a piece of cardboard. But the amount of energy that it takes a shark to jump out of the water like that, they need to catch a seal to make it worth it. And every time they don't and just fuck with the shark's gonna die if you keep doing this. And so it's killing sharks.
There's something like.
It's deeply upsetting.
I mean, it's upsetting, but there's something funny with a shark being like this. It's like if you had to climb stairs every day to get your food, and if you climb up there and there's no food up there, oh man,
You go up to the top
I
and
guess
you
you're
die.
just more dead.
I
Yeah.
mean, I do have to climb stairs every day.
Well, but it'd be like if you were in the desert, right? And you were right on the edge, and you had to climb a few more steps, and it was like, water up here, don't even worry about it. You got there, and they're like, ha ha! You're like, oh.
It is troubling that we
For a
don't
bunch
actually.
of tourists.
Yeah, it's troubling we don't actually study sharks. We just
Fuck with them.
observe them.
No, we fuck with them.
Yeah.
We just fuck with their
We
shit.
don't really. I mean,
It's
I mean,
dickish
sharks are just hollow tubes with teeth. What else do you need to study about them?
that they're the pivotal top predator in the ocean. If they die, we all die.
Yeah. Hey, if they're the top predator, why are they so easy to kill?
Because humanity's the top predator in general.
world.
You're damn right.
What about the deep ocean? You don't know what's down there. The
Oh,
deep,
yeah,
deep,
no,
deep,
I think the
deep, deep
megalodon
ocean.
is
That's
down
Cthulhu.
there.
Megalodon? What's a
Kraken.
megalodon?
There's a
Megalodon is a
very,
giant
very, very
prehistoric shark.
big shark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love giant things and tiny things, like giant sloths or tiny sloths.
Why not a
Both
medium-sized
great.
sloth?
They're boring.
Get that medium-sized shit out of here.
No one wants that.
No one wants
I
this.
like regular-sized sloths just fine. Even though they do grow moss and mold on them, and that's why they're green.
Yes. And
They have a whole ecosystem.
is that the fact that was in Orange is the New Black? There was some sort of sloth fact that I can't remember right
That's
now.
because I watch a lot of sloth documentaries. So
Fair.
maybe? I always watch a lot of nature documentaries. That's why I know so much about sharks.
That's why you have cable.
mainly
Documentaries.
sloth documentaries. They're pretty
Why
slow.
isn't there a category on Netflix for
would-
sloth?
I've been watching them
documentaries?
alphabetically, but I started at S, which is why I'm getting sloths and sharks. Boy, I can't wait until I move on to T and get myself some.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wow.
Yeah. I was gonna go tarantulas, but I guess.
Spiders. S still.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have
Ranchos.
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 That's a reference to something else.
Yes.
Do
you know what it's a reference to?
yeah, no, it's a reference to
Okay,
my
good.
brother and me.
All right. Just wasn't sure.
That's another show that's better than ours, so we don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't talk about shows that are better than ours.
We only have 2 siblings. That makes us better. Also, we have a sister.
Don't talk about shows that are better than ours.
I was doing about the praying mantises. Did we talk about that on the last podcast?
No.
Did you know that praying mantises only eat the heads of their mates when they're being observed by humans?
Because they panic. It's like if your parents walk in on you having sex, and they're like,
You just tear
and you
off
just
the
tear
head.
off the head and be like, ugh.
Or they're
I'm
just
scared.
fucking with us. Nature's like, haha, these people like to observe us. If we do weird things, we won't die.
They're just trying to big dog them.
Big dog.
I liked
big
this
dog
person,
humans?
and I will rip off their head. What will I do to you? Back off.
It's such a weird thing to think of that sort of instinct is in an animal to just
Show off for humans.
I don't think it's an instinct so much as it's like a panicked response. It's not an instinct.
Do they do it if they're observed by
other
wolves?
animals? Yeah.
I don't
See, now
know.
that's what's interesting. That would be interesting to know.
If a wolf's doing, they're like, yeah, I'm into this.
I mean, I'm sure a wolf is not in the same place as a praying mantis, but I couldn't think of
Could
another
be
predator.
if you're in a zoo that only has wolves and praying mantises.
Ah, of course.
Look at
One of those zoos.
One of those highly successful zoos.
Yeah,
That has
yeah.
two kinds of animals. One being a very, very small insect, and one being a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got to be better than that gazoo zoo.
I usually
so.
spring for the season pass. I find it
We don't want to
once.
miss any of that wolf praying mantis action.
I heard the praying mantis is going to start riding the wolf. I think we're all doomed.
Oh
I'd be
my
interested
God,
in the
it's
praying
a-
mantis having a small saddle.
New apex predator.
The praying mantis wolf.
How do we make that into
The
a
manta
celebrity
wolf.
Yes,
manta
the
wolf.
manta wolf.
I already had it. I was already there.
Actually, humanity will be somewhat doomed once the animals start working together.
Oh,
That's
like
the
if
whole
ants
premise of
all
zoo.
started working together, would be fucked.
All different kinds of ants?
All the ants.
All the ants.
Every ant
they
in the world.
they outnumber and outweigh us.
Yeah.
And they can lift things so much of their weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could cart off our children.
Ants, I'm your friend.
Aaron's
never kill you.
Aaron is betraying us to the ants already. It's
They're gonna love me.
I for one, and welcome our ant overlords.
I don't know.
many
There was
sparkles
a
I have.
moth in my sister's room the other night, so I went in, put a towel over. I took down a light that was on, put a towel over it, and released it back into the wild. I think moths eat ants. Maybe they eat other. But anyway, I'm on the side of the moths.
Okay.
So
They're
when
also
the
pretty-
great war comes between the moths and the ants,
Oh, I'm on Team Moth.
go.
Yeah,
What?
what side are you on? Team Moth or Team Ant?
I don't know.
Gotta pick a side.
I would go with ants. Moths freak me out a lot
Moths
more.
freak everyone out, including ants.
Alan, go.
Ants
Ants.
don't eat moths.
Yeah.
I saw an excellent movie called Ants years ago.
It was not excellent. It was not excellent.
it was a
it
good
was
show.
unwatchable.
It had Woody Allen
it
and
was-
Sylvester Stallone.
It was
It had Sly
unwatchable.
Stallone? Oh man, I
Yeah,
saw it when I was a kid,
he was the
but-
big ant.
Was he the
Oh.
soldier?
Yeah.
A Bug's Life. That's where the
Well, that
ant
was good
story
too.
is at.
That was Kevin
Ants
Spacey in that one, right?
with a Z is crap.
Really?
It's garbage. I just tried to watch it. It was awful.
Well, that's because you just tried
I
to
had
watch it.
to turn it off
When
and
I was
put
10,
on a
it was
Bug's
pretty
Life.
good.
Yeah, you can't watch things from your childhood.
Oh,
bad
yes,
choice.
I can.
Bad choice.
Oh, yes,
It's
I
a bad
can.
idea.
Oh, no, it's not. Sometimes there are things that hold up.
Guess what I'm gonna watch when my play's over?
What?
Moana.
I still haven't seen it. I
Yeah,
really
I
need
was-
to.
Let's all watch it together
Ah!
and talk about it next month.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Can I drink?
Yes.
But only pina coladas for
Yes.
racist reasons? I'm not sure if that's racist.
Can I buy
I don't think pina coladas
pre-mixed
are
ones?
Polynesian.
That's what I'm saying. I think it might be racist that I assume that all tropical drinks are like from Maori culture.
Yeah,
I,
I
think
mean,
that's racist.
we could-
I'm sorry. I
I would
apologize.
assume.
I think that was a
We
little
could-
I would
racist.
assume.
Google traditional Maori Polynesian drinks and drink that, and it can be a theme party.
I think their traditional drink these days with global warming is tears. I believe.
Tears plus alcohol,
Seeing
delicious.
as how their islands are being.
Well, it's either that or we could just watch Lord of the
I'll just
Rings,
drink-
same place.
I'll just drink vodka out of a bottle. It'll be fine.
New Zealand and Polynesia, not the same.
similar. So
A lot of Maori people live in New Zealand.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, and that's Middle Earth.
It is Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And I could make some Lord of the Rings themed drinks.
This is,
Is that vodka in a glass?
Yeah, or like small beers and bigger
I feel
beers.
like that's what orcs would drink, is just like Russian
oh
Prince
no,
vodka in a glass.
We know
Not
what-
even in a glass,
We
out of the
know
bottle.
what orcs drink. It's called grog, and it's poison.
What? How do we know that?
Alcohol.
Because it says it everywhere in the
Plus
books.
alcohol.
It's a
but
big part
alcohol
of
is
it.
poison.
Yeah,
That's
everything's
true.
poison.
Yeah.
I have
Everything's poison.
Yeah.
tried to read the book so many times, and I can't get past like the mists in Tom Bombadil. And I know that's
There's
a
a
really
lot of
common thing.
description.
And I know I just need to get to the second book. I just need to get there, and then
I
I'll
read
be
The
happy.
Hobbit and I felt I was good.
I love the
Well,
Hobbit.
because The Hobbit was an actual book he wanted to write, and the rest were like, "Hey, do more in this world," and he was like, "Oh, you want more in this world? I give you
Fine.
songs."
Yeah. Here I have a song. I really liked the songs in the Hobbit movie. Everybody hated them.
I
loved
liked
them. I was a big
them.
fan. I love anything with. I think there's nothing that cannot be improved with a good song.
When they put all of the dishes away and they sing and they dance on the tables, love it.
Also, homosexual overtones.
Love it.
Nothing that cannot be improved with a song and homosexuality.
Thus, my play.
All right.
Or
Both-
any
both of
incarnation
my
of
plays.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Both of my plays.
Sherlock Holmes has
Yes.
homosexual
Season,
undertones no
season
matter
4
what.
just got released on Netflix.
I watched it. It
I'm watching
was
through it now.
it's like it shoved everything up its own ass, and it was unfortunate.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the other seasons were good, and like I saw where they were going with this, but like no.
Well, I haven't gone through.
Plus, Stephen Moffat's
just-
like the only reason that people watch this is because women watch it because they think Sherlock's hot. They don't understand the story. That's a thing. It's a thing
Well.
that happened, and I was like, oh no. Thank you.
More
Plus,
high-pitched
Benedict Cumberbatch looked like Kevin so eloquently said. Benedict Cumberbatch looks like a weird fish.
He does.
Yeah,
And
not
he is
untrue.
and now everybody's all tanned because they all live in Hollywood, and so like
Y'all
they're supposed to
British
be, like,
people, no
pasty
tans.
British gentlemen who are all very tan.
I'll say the weirdest thing about the whole thing is watching Martin Freeman age.
Yeah.
Because it is bizarre.
So I was watching Benedict Cumberbatch age. Watching the two of them age.
He doesn't
is weird.
age as he doesn't age.
Martin Freeman though is becoming. He's starting to look like 60. Like he is aging
looking
rapidly.
I mean,
It's
like,
only been 4 years. 4 seasons equals 4 years,
no,
guys.
no,
not with Sherlock.
But I thought Sherlock came out just okay.
Sherlock came out in like
track things in my life.
2006.
Well,
No,
the
it
first
came
one.
out. No,
It came out a long
I track
time
things by
ago.
like who I'm dating, and I'm pretty sure all of Sherlock, like,
It
came
doesn't come
out-
out year after year
Not year
because
after
they
year.
like in no way.
I really feel like
Because it's 3 episodes and each one is a movie.
I just
so
feel like it
it's-
was all post Queens, post working at.
We don't know
Earl's.
your life,
We don't
Aaron.
know your life
So
at
that
all.
means-
Stop ascribing things based off of your life
yeah,
that
that's
no
not
one else knows.
That's not a memorable marker for anyone.
I graduated from Queens in 2010. I worked at Earl's until 2012.
Queens, New York.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Aaron.
She graduated
so
from
Queens-
there.
From the hard streets
So
of
for
Queens.
some reason, she
Alright.
graduated from university and worked at a bar afterwards because of the
Okay.
economy. I assume.
Yeah.
I have 3 degrees and I'm working on a subsequent diploma.
Oh.
Hey, degrees do stuff.
Yeah. No.
I'm a homeowner.
It's true, you are a homeowner. You do actually own a house. Which
I'm
is,
a homo. Does that count?
Yes,
That's close.
It's the same.
It's the same.
I mean, you're down a few syllables.
But
Syllables are
also
unnecessary.
degrees. So
A few degrees.
You have the same degrees as me.
amount, yes.
Yes, not
Yeah.
the same ones.
No.
but the same amount.
And I already have the diploma.
She has more than me. But I have more syllables. So.
And I have a ticket from the government where I can buy explosives. So
I don't have that.
yeah.
I do have ProServe.
Damn it.
It's so you can serve alcohol.
And I can blow shit
You
up
can blow stuff up.
to
So-
amuse the alcoholics while she serves them.
The 2 of us together.
It's
full
unstoppable.
person.
It's an unstoppable team.
So what signifies a person, according to them,
Apparently a homeowner,
Is-
so I'm out.
Yeah.
is
I'm not
someone
a
who
real
can
person.
serve alcohol
Are you a homeowner?
and blow things up.
Yeah.
See?
I live in a home.
He does live in a
Kinda
home. He lives in a home?
Lives in a home.
Do you own your home?
Kind of.
Great.
It's
All right.
complicated.
Okay.
Complicated.
I'll give.
Well, I mean-
homeowner with an asterisk.
The bank owns the home, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
Does
Yes.
the bank own the home? Okay.
Though I'm
you're-
rapidly inching towards owning most of the home.
Ooh. So it's like the John Mulaney thing where it's like a bank owns the home and you're allowed to keep your stuff there. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But ever so slowly, I get closer and closer to full ownership.
I completely
Yay.
own a business that is not in debt.
Yay!
So,
Yay!
yeah.
It's called being in the black.
No, it's like being on the fine line.
Well, see, we've
aren't-
never
hang
actually
on,
made
aren't
any
the-
money through the company yet because we haven't made enough money to put it through the company. So it's still just paying
Aren't
us
the-
as sole proprietors.
Are the two colors? Hang on, I'm just talking about business stuff now. Are the two
Red.
colors? It's you're in the black, which is good, or in the red, which is bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because you used to fill it out in the ledgers with black pen if it was a positive number and red pen if it was a negative number.
And we just decided that was.
Red always means disaster. That's why you can't grade exams with red anymore.
Except for red velvet cake, which is delicious. And that ties back to last week's episode. And by last week, I mean last month.
Yeah.
Because you guys had red velvet
Oreos.
things.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Red Velvet
there you
Oreos.
go.
Good to tie that back.
Remember, Alan? Remember?
I don't remember. Red velvet cake? No, that sounds made
No,
up.
they were Oreos.
Oreos? I don't remember Oreos. I didn't get any.
You guys didn't save him any for this
I
time?
come by at the wrong times.
I didn't bring any snacks this week, but I do have 2 beverages.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Well, this is coffee,
Yeah.
and this is refreshing.
Well, all right.
The coffee
Why don't
keeps
you
me
just do
awake.
meth?
Which
I'm
is
just saying, we don't have to carry so many containers.
meth, which is both coffee and refreshing.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin said I can't do drugs.
I think
Yeah!
you need to get a crock pot in here and just kind of slow cook things just in this whole office
Meth?
area all day.
Slow cook meth?
Nah, you know,
What-
like a pork roast.
No, what if the premise was, of the podcast is we do a podcast while we're slow cooking something in the
Ooh.
crock pot?
It'd have to be like a 6-hour podcast.
It'll be a 6-hour podcast.
And we just put it
we
there
can
and
time
like,
lapse it though. We just speed us up talking. You can't really make out what we're saying. It's a
But-
time lapse of a podcast.
Every time
it's
someone
popular.
says crock pot, it speeds up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yes.
but as soon as you know, it's done, everyone gets delicious like pulled pork.
And then we can share it with the audience.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
I mean, that lens is going. We could just try and
shove it into the
into
lens. Are you full yet? Does this make you full?
I need to find a way to get a discount on many camera supplies.
Yeah.
Or rob a truck?
Sponsor.
Yes, we need someone to sponsor us
The
robbing
robbery!
a truck.
Yes,
Yes,
Please
yeah.
sponsor a robbery.
Well-
So basically I need a Moriarty.
Well, no,
Ski
if
mask
there's
shop.
anything I learned from Ocean's 11 is you just...
I only learned what bad movies were from Ocean's 11, but carry on.
Ocean's 11 is a great movie.
Is it?
Ocean's
Yes.
12, though.
No, yeah, it gets progressively worse. That's what happens with sequels.
None
Yeah.
of them were good.
Except for Gremlins 2.
Oh, yeah.
Or Grease,
That's a
too.
sequel.
Really?
How
No.
dare you?
Really?
How dare you?
But they have a song called Reproduction.
How
Ah!
It goes like this. Reproduction.
Aaron-
Baby, give in to me now. It's my man voice.
I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Aaron, what is Grease 2? Tell me about Grease 2.
Who was in Grease 2? Let's talk about that.
Maxwell Caulfield
Oh, yeah.
and Michelle Pfeiffer
That's the weird one.
and Didi Khan.
Diddy Kong.
But yeah, Diddy Kong was in there.
Yeah. There's
Was he the son of Donkey Kong or like just
Nephew.
a friend of
He
Donkey
was his
He
Nephew?
was a son.
Yeah.
He was a nephew.
Nephew.
His nephew.
Oh, okay.
There are no direct...
Donkey Kong doesn't have a donkey, lady. He's out donkeying.
there are
That's
no...
why he keeps stealing
and
women.
Konging. Yeah.
Are there any direct relations to Donkey Kong? I guess the grandpa, I think, is actually Donkey Kong's grandpa.
He has to find a lady. That's when the series will end. He will
He
find his
did.
donkey.
He kidnapped Princess
Kong
Peach.
lady.
That was the entire thing.
Aaron, I don't know what to tell you. The series did end. Rare folded.
So it ended in bankruptcy, as many love stories do.
Nintendo, bring it back.
He
Finish
just...
the
he-
story.
You're not gonna beat Donkey Kong Country.
No, they already
can't
did.
do
They
it.
already
Oh, that was
did
a good
E3. The only thing you got with Mario now is Mario messes around with Rabbids from the Rayman series, and also he can apparently now possess people with his hat, which is weird.
Seems right.
Seems
Yeah.
like more of a Wario
Okay,
thing.
so Mario is a human, right?
Yes.
No.
No, I would say absolutely
Because
not.
in Super Mario Odyssey, which is the game that's coming out, the next Mario game that's coming out, they have him next to regular people, and they just look like regular people. So Mario is something else. Also, he can possess them with his hat.
What system is this for?
A Nintendo Switch.
What's that?
Oh,
It's the newest Nintendo Switch system.
How do
It's
you
both.
not know?
It is both a portable and a console.
I have a Nintendo Wii. That's as far as I've gotten.
You use that for your Netflix.
And also for Mario Kart.
So for Mario Kart. Good. No, the Switch is... So there was the Wii, then there's the Wii U, and now there's the Switch.
Do you remember DK Bongos?
Yes, we
That
have
was
those.
amazingly popular for a video game about, like, the most unappealing instrument.
Maybe they just had like a
bongo drums.
surplus.
Sold a ton
They
of them.
decided to like electronicize them
Maybe.
and just get them out of here.
I think you should do all
there's-
your gameplay videos of DK Bongos.
There, you can play a
I bet
bunch.
there's not a lot out there.
No, there was someone beat Dark Souls with DK bongos because they actually count as inputs. They're like A, B, and that. Someone beat Dark Souls, a very difficult game with DK bongos. So.
Someone had too much time on their hands.
There's also people who've beaten Dark Souls with like DDR mats.
I'd be interested in that, and I also own DDR mats for reasons. They came in a Disney bundle.
What?
Yeah, Aaron's in.
That sounds amazing.
What Disney bundle?
Oh, there was a Disney DDR bundle
There's
where
a
you could
Disney.
get Disney songs to play DDR too.
Good.
Not just good, great.
I found that the DDR like mats weren't ever that good because they were number one. They
No,
were
they
mats.
should have been cloth, not plastic.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
I think that would have been much more expensive.
Absolutely.
I mean, clearly, like you need a machine. You need the full
Yes.
because anything else is just.
How are
gonna
you going to do a
slip.
sick backflip off of the back bar without the machine? I know people who are very good at DDR.
Backflip good?
Backflip, good.
Backflip, good.
That's Alan's specialty.
Yep. DDR. No, I've never played it.
I've
Never
actually never
played
played
it.
it either. I just like the idea.
It's really fine.
But you know what? I did play that that original Nintendo game that was the same thing, except it was track and field. You had the power pad. Do you remember that one?
I do remember the power pad. I like the power glove personally. I think we should
never
bring
had
that
that.
back.
And there's a movie that was for that.
Yeah.
The Wizard.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, that was a good movie. Is that the one where they go inside the dinosaur?
What?
I like the dinosaur statue. They go inside this dinosaur
think
statue.
so.
They're on a road trip. Yeah, that was a good one. That's an older movie.
It's an older movie that was made essentially for the Power Glove.
Weird things happen with cross-promotional products.
Well, Nintendo has a habit of really, really liking peripherals. So they have the Power Glove, they have the bongos, they have the track and field
they have
pad.
so much
The duck
like,
hunt.
stuff. Oh, but it
And
doesn't
you
work
know-
on flat screens now.
No?
Well,
Really?
it doesn't. Well, yeah, it doesn't work on anything that's on a tube because it doesn't bounce
cathode
the.
ray tubes. It needs the cathode ray
Oh.
tubes.
Yeah,
to
wasn't
make
how it
work.
was working. It was like it's like a camera. It takes a picture and it determines if you were lined up right.
It
Yeah.
bounces the it off
Yeah.
the pixels.
Very ahead of
essentially.
its
And
time.
so
It was awesome.
tried to set it up on a flat screen one
Nope.
night with this person I was hanging out with, and no dice.
No, nothing.
good. No good.
Yeah, no, it's you
And
need-
we were too drunk to we were just very upset.
I'm impressed you were able to attach to that with considering the plugs it needs. I guess it needs composite.
Doesn't it?
So.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything has composite.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
What?
A lot
Yeah,
of things.
a lot of things
don't.
don't. They just have HDMI.
Yeah,
now.
because HMI is becoming the standard.
My TV's so new and it has composite.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good. That's
some-
just
that's
a.
good. Some
That's
of
just
them do.
a.
It's a good
like,
TV.
Like weirdly, the lower end TVs are the ones that still have like a bunch of options, whereas the high end ones just have HDMI. And that's
Yeah.
all you get.
Well, I mean, to be fair, for most people, that's all they ever need.
Yeah.
Like everything uses HDMI because it's also just better quality.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
plus, it's audio and visual all in
Exactly.
one cable, which is.
Yeah.
And there's no fancy colors to look at. True. Plus, my father was colorblind, so that was a fun time for him, I'm sure. Setting everything up.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Red-green colorblind.
Oh, that's the worst one.
It's the worst one.
What's the other one? Yellow something?
No, it's like a red blue.
red blue.
So you
He
can
also
see
has
shades
that
of
one.
pink and stuff.
He can't.
Yeah.
He can't tell the difference. Like if I.
So he
change-
just has all kinds of
Yeah,
colorblind.
he's all kinds of colorblind.
It's just all shades
It's
of gray.
all. Well, he can. He can tell whether it's red or green depending on how bright it is to him, and that's it.
Here's a question that like something that I always thought of is that so you look around those colors like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever wonder if like you say it's pink, right?
Yep.
Would you ever wonder if the pink that you're seeing is different from the
all
pink
the
that
time.
I'm seeing?
All the
Yes.
time.
Yeah, so that's always the thing that sort of gets me about color blindness.
Well, that's why I think people have different favorite colors than other people. I think because they possibly
Yeah.
see colors differently. Whereas, like, if I look at like let's say like orange,
Yeah.
like a shitty orange, I'm like, that's a gross color. That's somebody's favorite color.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it just,
Somebody
it
has
just
their
speaks to
entire
differently.
house painted that color.
So that's the thing that I've always thought of when it comes to color blindness is that isn't it a lot of it? It's not black and white. It's just switching colors essentially.
It's not switching colors. Like with traffic lights,
Yeah.
they're both like they're in like the same spectrum. Like let's say like if I was wearing a red shirt and a green top,
Yeah.
one would just look different than the other,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't be able to say like that one's red, that one's green. They're just different.
Okay, so it's not an absolute switch.
No.
So
no.
you could see two things that are different colors, but to a colorblind person, they would seem the same color.
If they were like similar tones
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so I work at a medical school and we have students who have trouble with like blood smears because certain cells will pick up like different colors and they know, like they understand that the pink cells mean this and they know what the pink cells look like in lecture, but if it's a slightly different blood smear, they don't know what the pink cells are. Or they might need a note that's like, the pink cell does this. And so they look and they go, okay, the cell that I see this way
School
Okay.
shouldn't be doctors.
is the pink cell. Or just not hemopathologists.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are like other types of
There are other types
doctoring.
of doctors you could be that does not
That
relying
doesn't
on
have to do
color.
that.
Not everybody can graduate at the top of the class. Somebody has to graduate at the bottom.
Someone has to be a surgeon, and someone has to be a hemopathologist, and someone has to be a GI doc, and someone has to be a family doc, and so on and
somebody
so
has
forth.
to be a
And that's my
podiatrist,
hard line.
And that's fine.
So really, podiatrist is going to be your one that you think is at the bottom.
No.
Really? Oh no, no. You think it? Because that would seem to be the implication you're giving. Where?
What would be at the GP probably,
The thing-
but no,
the
it
thing-
depends on the GP. I've had a really shitty GP, and then I've had the greatest GP.
My
So-
thing that I always feel like is that like if we're gonna put a scale of doctors, the lowest one is higher than just like the normal person,
I think the lowest in importance,
quote unquote.
maybe dermatologist.
Dermatologist, highly competitive specialty.
If it's
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
If there's anything I remember from Scrubs, they do look down upon the dermatologists. There is a dermatologist character in that, and they're always like, and we need a dermatologist, and he comes in like, yes, finally, my time.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I mean, there are some things that you'd need a dermatologist for that are serious, as like, you know, if there was like a burn victim and they needed to like skin grafting and like
Or form of
resurfacing
cancer,
and
you know,
cancers, checking on melanomas, removing them and things like that. But so maybe like plastic surgeons that do no work with people who have suffered trauma.
Well, once
Just
All
purely
plastic
beauty.
surgeons do reconstructive surgery.
Yeah.
There has to be one dick
who only does cosmetic.
who only does like breast implants for like rich tanned
I
women.
could see someone doing that. Someone who was
Not in Canada necessarily.
who started out and then decided that they were going to go private.
Hey, employers, I'm not a part of this conversation.
I'm saying not in Canada. I just said not in Canada. I think Canada has a very different medical system than the United States.
In fact, there are still GPs in the U.S., whereas and there are some states where you can become a GP without doing a residency.
Weird.
Whereas in Canada, there are no GPs. There is only either family med or internist, and those are still highly involved residencies.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is
The
it-
more you know.
Wow, this is just turned into a very boring conversation.
I'm gonna drink some more beverages.
Oh,
You guys,
we're learning a lot. I'm actually very interested in learning a lot about what doctors actually do.
I'm a doctor.
No,
No,
you're
you're
not.
not.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you work at a doctor's school, which is what its medical school is called. It's a doctor's school.
A doctor school.
A doctor school.
Yeah, but when I worked at the railway, I was a conductor.
I mean,
No,
you
that's
were.
a true
You
statement.
were. But that's not the same.
But were you like an old timey conductor?
No, she was
like
no,
a shining time
she
station.
took no, she's a conductor. She took conductor training. She knew how to be a conductor.
Right, but was she a conductor?
Yes.
no,
I
yeah.
have ran trains.
She ran trains. She was a conductor.
Did she wear the hat?
I wore a hard hat.
Boo.
You want to wear a hard hat?
No, I want you to be like an old timey Ringo Starr.
Ah, yes. So, so when you're struck on head by those heavy poles,
well,
you
that's
die
Ringo Starr.
like a man
no,
would.
No. Ringo Starr, that already happened to him, and he was fine. You couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. He was fine.
Right. Good for Ringo Starr.
I'm sure.
Wear
he's
a
nice
hard
man.
hat. Wear a hard hat, everybody.
Yes, if you're around something that could fall
don't
on your
wanna be
head,
cool like Ringo
safety
Starr.
first.
Don't let Leah peer pressure you into not wearing a
I'm
hard
just
hat.
saying.
Ladies love brain disorders.
They don't not.
I
Depends on what the brain
mean,
disorder
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. Fair enough. I'm just giving you.
I am a medical doctor.
No one here is a medical doctor.
Alan is also a medical doctor.
That's correct.
Okay. I can't prove you wrong, so you must be right.
Because Alan's
I am a
mysterious.
knuckle doctor. I focus on the knuckles.
That's probably pretty important for arthritis.
Yeah.
Very
knuckle-
specialized.
A knuckle doctor sounds like a term for a boxer. Like a bare-handed
I'm a
boxer.
knuckle doctor, see? Only in the 1920s, apparently.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. No, they're a knuckle doctor. They're about to give you a
That would also
knuckleectomy.
be his wrestling name. So
The knuckle doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what would his signature move be?
the cracker, obviously.
what?
Kicking in the shin.
The knuckle cracker. The cracker.
In the shin.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the knuckle.
Oh!
I was looking at the doctor and
Oh,
like
or the screwdriver shank.
the colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. That'd be his finisher.
Ooh.
No one would want
Well,
that.
but would he check for cancer?
It must be a suplex of some sort.
It would be a long procedure in the middle of the wrestling ring while everyone's cheering.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a camera involved.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get scrubbed up.
WWE has gotten really weird lately.
They have to drink like a liter of that orange fluid.
Yeah, it
just, like, forces it down their
It
throat.
takes 24 hours to do because they got to make sure they don't eat beforehand.
What signs do they hold up while cheering you on?
Just like, you
Deeper?
know, get in there. Yeah, deeper. And
Get in there.
Yeah, get them.
Oh no.
Well, I think we should go to wrestling at some point. And,
Yeah, it's gotten interesting.
It's
wrestling.
good. It's
Oh,
good.
you know what's
A
even
lot
better
more
though?
colonoscopies.
Local wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alberta like wrestling.
Oh, Alberta's huge in wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's where
Yeah.
with
yeah,
the hearts
Stampede
and everything.
Wrestling and the
Stampede
Hearts.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long history,
Long and proud tradition.
like a proud tradition. I'm really interested in wrestling.
I have been
it's
to
really
it
cool.
many times.
It's a cool. Well, it's like it's a lot more interesting because all the stuff is set up.
I got
like,
hit on with a man in a like a
got
Mexican
hit on with a man.
by a man,
man.
with a Mexican wrestler mask on.
So a luchador. You got hit on by a luchador.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
Such a good story.
You should say you got hit on by a luchador, not a man in a Mexican wrestler mask.
No,
do
he
we
wasn't a
know
luchador.
he
He
was
was
a
white.
luchador?
He was white. That's why I don't say a luchador.
You can be a white luchador.
I don't think so.
But was he a luchador or like a jabroni in the audience?
No. He was one of the ones who was wrestling.
Oh.
Then came over and and was just like walk by and we were like, ha, like good wrestling. And he sat down next to me and started talking to me like he was people.
That's what.
And I'm like,
You're-
what are you doing?
That's true. That would be weird. It'd be like if you went to like a stage show and everyone did the applause and one of the actors just came up there and sat down next to you. It's
was-
like, how's it going?
Bizarre.
This is why you need to come to my show.
Why?
Because
Did someone do that?
the play happens all around you.
Audience interaction is gross.
As you know, I'm the stage manager of the show.
Yeah.
Assistant stage manager.
I thought you were in the show and that's what. All right.
Yeah, right?
Because of the makeup.
You would think that, but I am mandated to wear this makeup.
Because I
Do you
didn't
wanna-
think that was like a casual look for you. Like it could have been. I don't know your life.
But I mean like sparkles in the eyebrows.
Yeah, it seemed like a bold choice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well,
It didn't look not good.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well,
looks
we're
nice.
wrapping up. So do you want to?
Are we?
Do you want to promote? Yeah.
Alan has said like 6 words.
Alan's been here.
And I'm impressed. I was expecting to say a lot less.
Yeah. Alan has made his contributions.
Great.
I don't know if we expected any more, any less.
He's a human who is here currently.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have the requisite 4 people.
Aaron, do you want to promote your show? Do you want to say anything about it? Because you've been saying it the entire time, so maybe
Well,
something.
I've been saying a lot of shows are my show.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you're in Calgary, you can come see Saucy Jack and the Space Vixens at the Alexandria Center
Sounds made up.
Society. It's put on by Simply Theatre. I am the assistant stage manager, but I have to wear space makeup because I also sell drink tickets. So you can come and hang out with me at the bar.
I feel like in space those would clog up the ventilation system if they got loose.
But it's far
Glitter
space.
is very important.
And they figured
in Saucy Jack.
That's why they couldn't have
figured it out.
pencils.
They figured it
They
out.
couldn't have graphite pencils in space because they were clogging up the air filters.
Do you think it's all made up. Everything's made up.
Yeah, but it
Everything's-
sounds like it was made up at the top of her head, like
Oh.
right now.
No, that sounds like the
like,
awesome name.
like if she was like Lightbulb Banana Jackson campaign.
I
You
would
should come see it.
I'd be impressed of Saucy Jack and the Space Vixens because that sounds awesome.
It's a musical.
Well, I'm in.
It's a space cabaret.
I still don't think Erin knows what the word cabaret
No,
means.
this is actually a space cabaret.
She was using it a lot the other day, and it didn't mean what she thought. Unless there was going to be musicals.
There's always
Is there going to be musical numbers, or are you having a salon?
there's always musicals at my
She's
house.
having a salon.
Yeah.
She's not having a cabaret.
I mean, at her house, I would not be surprised if it was a cabaret.
Yeah, but like it's like people are gonna come there and write and like and sit around and stuff, and I don't feel like that's a cabaret.
I don't know if there's musical numbers. I'd say you could say it's a cabaret.
I mean, if she's gonna plan musical numbers, I'm definitely gonna go.
They need to be entertained while they write.
Yeah, it might be distracting.
thank you for watching the Downtime podcast.
I'm not done talking.
I'm gonna see you next month.
No.
Everyone wave goodbye. Bye.